Hello, I'm Florence, and as I'm still trying to do some more improved videos, in the meantime I'm going to be doing some more of the overviews in the world of science. Or really, it's in the world of physics, but here we go anyway. Now first of all, we're going to talk about a new world record. A world record in the world of physics that's just recently been broken, involving the entanglement of photons. Previously, the world record for the number of photons that were entangled together was 6 entangled photons, but now it's up to 8. Now, if you want to find out what entanglement is, I'm not going to explain it here, but here's a link here to my video where I did explain what entanglement is, and it's just going to open in a new tab so it's easily navigatable. Now, this world record was achieved at Shanghai's university, where what they did was they had 8 photons which were all equally likely to have a specific polarization. Polarization being the same sort of thing that sunglasses do to make less light come through into your eyes, so that the photons only oscillate along one plane. Now what they did was they used photons from the ultraviolet part of the spectrum, and they passed that through a BBO crystal which split the entangled photons, which were then sent to a half-wave plate. But only one of these polarized photons go to the half-wave plate, and at this half-wave plate it changes the orientation of the polarization. For example, if it's vertical it becomes horizontal, if it's horizontal it becomes vertical. And this process is repeated 8 times. And then these photons are simultaneously compared using a polarized beam splitter, as well as another half-wave plate, and this means that they can all be observed at the same time, so that it can be certain if they were entangled or not. Now this potentially in the future could be useful for quantum computing, but there is an issue from getting from these scales up to visible scales. But that ties us neatly on to the next thing that we're going to talk about, which is entangled crystals. Now the summary of what happened here was 2 photons were sent off to 2 different crystals. These crystals were then excited by the photons that were entangled with each other when they arrived, causing the quantum states of the 2 different crystals to be linked, meaning that one state is dependent upon the other, which will no doubt be used in quantum computing in the future. Now next, Russia is planning on setting its sights high right up to the Moon and Mars. They are planning on overtaking America with their spaceflight program, and they aim to have overtaken them by 2020 in terms of quality and the amount that they get up into space. And by 2030 they're expecting to have manned missions to the Moon, which may seem like quite a while away, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. That's all for now. If you have any questions, suggestions or corrections, leave them down below, and I'll see you next time.